I'd like to thank the ICA Midwest chapter for acknowledging us in the project, identifying the effort and craft and challenges that we obviously faced in order to deliver such a beautiful project. I'd like to thank our clients as well for the faith and trust they placed in us throughout the entire project, as well as the tradespeople and the craftsmen and women that worked with us to deliver such an amazing finished result.
The interesting thing, though, is when we got the project, I went and met with the guy who wanted to play golf with me first, to see if it was a good fit. And the kicker was I went back to the office and said, we got an amazing project in Columbus, and he wants it all done in 1 year. Not just our part, the entire school, gutted, take the roof off down to the core. And let's just say that it was an interesting process. There was no flexibility in the win.
So, and let's start tomorrow.
Let's start tomorrow. So it was laid out really in a grid, extending that grid from the architecture. The windows were huge, so it took the window, acted like they flopped on the ground, and created this grid over the whole garden. The bones of it are very, I would say, Letchens-esque, very grid-like. And then the softening came from plants flopping over the paving in some spots, and this lush layering that I think gave it a four-seasonality that they really wanted. It was a jewel box, let's just call it that way.
I think the bones of the garden also hold up 4 seasons in the Midwest, as we always talk about. Mm-hmm. You know, the architecture, the walls, the paving patterns, the shapes within the garden stand up to seasonality even when the bulbs and annuals aren't flowering.
One thing we like to do is get clients to come at the back of the courtyard, so we created around this fountain, this axial fountain, a terrace for entertaining, so that they look back at their house and they're not standing next to it being dwarfed by the 3-story. So it flows into a series of rooms coming in from the street. There's sort of a pergola-covered, arbor-covered rose arbor that then takes you at an old well, and then you take a left or go to the front door. So it's explorable in a way, even though it's so small. Clients are delighted, and something the entire office is proud of. But it took a village to build this thing out in this German village, that's for sure.